I still don't understand why I'm doing the swivel chair thing. Like, I was kind of mad genius, but whatever. Welcome to a unboxing, but it's a very special unboxing because this is the day that I finally get PlayStation 5! Finally here! After months, November, December, okay, 2 months, 3 months of not being able to get it because of low stock, asshole scalpers, you know who you are, and an incredibly high demand due to everybody wanting to escape due to the pandemic. I finally got my hands on a PlayStation 5. And all it cost me was $776 because in order to prevent the scalpers from basically taking all the stock, like, stores are doing big bundles. So I spent $776. I got the console. I got a $20 GameStop gift card, which I failed to understand. This is all tax, by the way. I think it was marketed at $723, but I think the retail price for all of this was like $1,400. A second DualSense controller, so I can play with friends, or just have a second controller for when the first one's battery dies, because Sony controllers always have bad batteries. I don't know what it is. They're chargeable though, which means you save money. So fuck you, Microsoft, and your fucking battery-powered controllers I have to change out every 30 minutes. That's an exaggeration, but you get what I'm saying. And I got 2 video games. I got Demon's Souls, the remake of the first game to ever launch the Soulsborne difficult, get good son style video games. Games that are hard, but you're rewarding if you can master it. And Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Now, quick point. I already own Miles Morales, and as you can see here on this very, very lovely packaging, it says PS5 upgrade available. Basically what that means is I stick this into my PS5 and it'll ask me, okay, after it's all installed, it'll be like, okay, do you want to play the PS4 version or do you want to play the PS5 version? Now you're probably thinking, why'd you buy a bundle with a game you already have? Didn't you just waste money? Well, to be fair, I got this for $15 because of the fact that I got it around my birthday and I had like a fuck ton of coupons in my GameStop account. So I traded this in. I'm actually making money. I broke the GameStop system and all it cost me was my soul. No, I'm kidding. So we're gonna start with the. Technically, we got to unbox the games too, so let's start with those. So, fun fact: I actually had in high school, I got really into this YouTuber named Tolstoy Kafkaevsky. He was a reviewer. Actually, high school, because that was around the time the Prince of Persia film came out, and that was the first video of his I watched. Prince of Persia film came out, and he did a review of the Dagger of Time toy from the movie. But he did, with his friend, a big Dreamcast unboxing. Where it had, like, skits, and it was very much... I found it very entertaining. So I actually had some skits that I was going to start filming this weekend. But I did not expect to get any of this until at least the 29th. This was all supposed to come out on the 29th, but I don't know, it just came out today, or this week, so kind of threw me for a loop. So I was gonna have a skit where I've got a couple knives. I have this. I have a Japanese tanto. And I have an actual katana. And I was gonna have a skit where it was like, oh, pick your weapon, you know, knife, tanto, katana. And then I was gonna film like extra things, or like the katana, you know, I accidentally like destroy the box. It comes in like, why? So, but again, yeah, maybe for something else. I don't know. So we're just gonna use my pocket knife to open these up. Oh, that's a nice smell. Don't judge me. Okay, yeah, so you get inside, you get the PS5 version of the game, you get, okay, an actual code for the remaster. It's digital only. And then you also get the bonus stuff, which I got this in my original version, so I might not be able to redeem that if I port over the save information for the PS4 version. If it won't let me use it, or if it won't port over the that, then yeah, I might have to use it. Just for comparison, this is what the inside of the PS4 version of the game looks like. So it still keeps the same kind of art decal on the inside, but all I have, it's clearly, you know, PS4, you know, and all you get is the bonus quote is the leaflet. And just because I pulled it out, here's the inside of Here's the inside of Spider-Man. Now, you probably saw the sticker on the inside of Spider-Man, and that's actually the insurance. I didn't get any of these insured. The games, I think I'll be fine. The controller and the console, I'm gonna have to do that through through Sony. I was about to say Microsoft. I'm gonna do it through Sony. Okay, so yeah, no, it's just nothing extra, just a game. Again, because PlayStation 4 exclusives go the extra mile. You got like a little art decal, like in Miles Morales you saw, an Unmasked Miles, and then in this one you've got like the little soul wisps. Okay, now on to something more substantial. The controller. So this is the DualSense controller. If you don't know what that means, it is basically it's basically the evolved version of the DualShock, which is the controller that Sony's been using for years now. The DualShock 4 is the most current, is the one for the PlayStation 4. Instead of doing a DualShock 5, they do a DualSense, and what it's basically is like it's more immersive. Like the vibrations for like feedback and whatnot are much more intense. It has adaptive triggers, which are basically, they have tension. They generate a tension. So like, you know, if you swing a sword with using the trigger, it's not just going to be like, you know, you're going to get resistance. So it's like you feel the weight of swinging that sword. So it's a lot more immersive. And, you know, it says it has a better comfort. And I'm curious to see if that's true. It's also got a built-in microphone. But I've already got a microphone, so... And actually, the DualShock 4 had a built-in... I think has a built-in microphone. I just never set that up. I basically ended up having to utilize... Well, I had a... I already had the... microphone from my Xbox One, and you know, you probably think to yourself, you had an Xbox One? And I'm like, yes, I did have an Xbox One. I traded in to get my PS4 when I realized that they basically did everything I wanted to do with it. And also better exclusives on Sony's consoles, and all my friends or the majority of my friends are on there. Like Scott Zombie. Okay, so nothing inside the box. And it's more cardboard! Yay! Well, this is a little... okay. Little protective, like, film and instruction manual. Will just show me how to set that up. But let's... So if it weren't for the fact that I was going to do this unboxing several times today, I was just very tempted to open this up. This is the DualSense controller, and like so it's actually got kind of a more curved design on the edges, as you can see. So it basically feels like it matches the comfort of your hands, like of your palms when you're holding a controller. It more matches that. And see, this is the other thing I've never really gotten to experience with the consoles that I've bought, and going into that, we'll go into that when I open up the PS4. But I've basically, I've always had used controllers, so none of the buttons have, except for my Xbox and Xbox 360. Those, I believe, were new. But those were shared between me and my siblings, so what I'm about to say kind of wears down after a while, but there's a certain kind of tautness and crispness to a fresh controller. Oh, I just turned it on. Well, then turned it back off, but hang on. See? So on the PS4 before, the light bar was up here, and it maybe had a little line here showing it. Yeah, touchpad. Now the light bars are on the side. And I should probably stop doing that. Okay, so that is the extra DualSense again. Actually, this has some heft to it. Maybe it's just I'm not used to it yet, but I feel like it does have some heft to it, but it does have heft. Oh, okay, cool. There's also a microphone button on here. I wonder if I can use the microphone I have currently. I mean, I should be able to, but also, uses USB-C. So just, if you get this, know that this will only, you can get the charging station, but if you get a USB-C cable, which this honestly should come with one at least, you'll be fine. Oh, also, I don't know if you could see it. On the DualSense controllers, there's a little, there's a pattern, like a slight raised pattern that gives it like a weird feel, a strange, like, slight, so I switched angles because someone was calling me. I don't know what the frick that was all about, but I switched angles so that way you'd be able to kind of actually see what I'm seeing as I'm unboxing it. So, and I'll probably switch angles again when I need to, but so like I said, if you turn it, it comes with a base. You can turn it on its side, or you just basically have it standing up. Lightning speed, harness the power of a custom CPU and SSD with integrated I/O that rewrite the rules of what PlayStation console can do. Breathtaking immersion, discover a deeper gaming experience with support for haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and 3D audio technology. Stunning games, marvel at incredible graphics, and experience new PS5 features. Play a back catalog of supported PS4 games with a system update. So yeah, that was the other thing that I very much... part of the reason why I got it new, is because I have a launch edition PlayStation 4, which I've already said, and we're going to start opening this while I talk. And basically, I got it like back in 2017, so it was already an out-of-date version of the PlayStation 4 when I got it. So I've had that for about 3 years. Okay, there's that goes. Bye. And I decided that when I get the PlayStation 5, it was going to be new. That way, you know, because I've never, except for a PlayStation Portable, I've never gotten a new system that I bought myself. People have bought me systems that were new, but I've never bought myself a new system. I always go used because it's cheaper. Even when I got my first PSP, that one was used, right? Yes. Well, actually, it was a gift, but still. I part bought with it. Part bought it. So, we got it used. Because it was the particular style I wanted. Oh, okay, yeah. So, alright, so I just realized... Oh, fuck! Took a slight tumble, but it looks durable. Second DualSense, or first DualSense, I guess. Okay. Power outlet, or power plug, the AC adapter, whatever. This plugs into the system. And I love Sony's approach because Microsoft's got a fucking block that you gotta attach. Not PlayStation. It's just a cable. It goes through and you get all the power that you need. You don't need to have a fucking brick that goes with it. Let's see. User's manual. Oh! The HDMI adapter. So this goes into my TV and then into the system. The USB-C adapter, like I said. If you don't know what a USB-C is, basically it looks like this. The Nintendo Switch uses this. So if you have a Switch, look on the inside of your dock and look on the bottom of your Switch console. That's basically what you need to get in order to power it or charge it. So because, you know, in case you take it on you and you don't have your dock with you, you can still charge it. Quick start guide. Oh no, that first one I had was a safety thing. This is the other thing, because of the very unique design of the PlayStation 5 that makes it look like Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! This is basically the stand that comes with it that you can use to put it on its side. Which actually, that's very smart. They didn't say, well, that's going to be an additional accessory if you want to put it on its side. They were very... I think Sony knew that they were going with a very unique design and basically said, well, let's not make people have to pay for a feature that should be included. So they didn't make you pay. You have a stand, so if you want to put it on its side for like your display or whatever, for your setup, now you can. Just going to put that underneath my desk for a second. All right, now, here it is. And that's everything in the box. Okay. Look at this thing. Look at this. Actually, hold on. Look at this towering inferno of gaming power. Give a quick view of the back. Tons of fucking vents. AC adapter, HDMI, Ethernet, because some people don't want to game over Wi-Fi. And then 2 extra slots for or input slots for, like, if you want to have a second controller charging, or if you want to put one of the expandable hard drives on, you got that there. The other side is very blank, except for what you can see is the disc slot. Now, there are 2 versions of the PlayStation 5. You've got the standard version, which I got, and that comes with a disc drive. But then there's a version of it that's $100 less. That's a digital edition, and it's digital because it doesn't have this disc drive. So basically, everything's done over digital, and it doesn't have this little, I guess, kind of beer belly, I guess you could call it. And then it's kind of hard to see, but I don't know what that's for. One of these is definitely the input for power to the controllers. Hold on. Oh, I think that's some kind of USB thing. I don't know. But then you've got the ejection button and the power button. Now, if this were the digital edition, it would only have the power button. It would not have the ejection button. Let's kind of get a view of it with all my anime figurines, my TV on in the background, because I was watching something before I decided to do this. Yeah. Glorious. Now, some people don't like the design of the PlayStation 5, and I can kind of see that. It kind of looks like the outfits that Okaiba wears in Yu-Gi-Oh! Starting in the Battle City arc. That became a meme. And I kind of want to get a set Okaiba head to put on top of it. We're going to stand it up. But I feel like this helps make it stand out. Plus, these little plates here, these are removable. And I do believe that Sony and maybe third-party developers, there was one that tried to release an all-black version, but I think they got a cease and desist. But they're basically going to make more plates for the PlayStation 5. And ultimately, it's going to be very customizable. As far as I know, and I could be very wrong, the Xbox Series X does not have that customizability option. But it's definitely, I personally think it's going to be a very interesting to see what kind of plates they come out with. And I'm very hopeful that instead of saying, oh, we're going to release a Spider-Man version of the console, they're going to release Spider-Man plates. I can get a Spider-Man plate because I'm still upset I did not get the Spider-Man PS4 Pro. But I'm also, once I already have something, unless it's like on its way out or, broken, I try not to replace it because that just seems wasteful. So, anyway, we have one more thing to do, and that's just kind of show off some of the startup and everything. Yes. Oh, I think it has an automatic... Ooh. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Okay, yep, it wants me to plug my thing in and hit the power button. Oh. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so... The frickety frackety fluke? Maybe I did put it in the wrong way. This one? Oh yeah, I had it upside down. I had it upside down. That's a little sad. Okay, so while that's installing, and since I don't have it connected to Wi-Fi, there's really only one game I can play right now. I do want to check one thing though. Okay. Music, downloads, uploads, sounds, mic. Okay, cool. So I'm at full power for this. Alright, we're going to dick around with Astro's Play... Oh, I'm just going to kind of give my final thoughts here. I'm going to turn this down too, because I just spent like 30 minutes playing Astro's Playroom and recording stuff. And my battery's low. This is an amazing console. Like, I am so excited to play around with this more. To see how Miles Morales is going to play. I'll be streaming that as a part of a new series called How's It Feel? Or, I don't know, maybe something different because that sounds a little bad. Definitely a great console. Definitely worth the money. Don't skip on Astro's Playroom because that's a lot of fun. And trust me, it's like the difference between the DualShock 4 and the DualSense is like night and day. I mean, just this is awesome. I'm gonna have and one more thing. So I don't think I got to this. Fuck, what was I gonna say? No, I think I did. Oh, so because my PlayStation, so the reason why I bought my PlayStation 5 new and why I was in such a hurry to get one is because I got a used PlayStation 4 first generation, like the first version of it. It was a launch version, and a lot of games after like Spider-Man, a lot of games that released after that, and some games before that, just did not run well on it. So I'm hoping that, or I know that a lot of the games that I've played that just kind of didn't match up to par as they could have are just going to look amazing on here. But I've got Wi-Fi to set up, and my phone needs to charge. 10 out of... I'm not going to give it a rating. I might put that at the end after I've had a little more time to play around with this. But definitely, if you got to get a console for the 9th gen, get yourself a PlayStation 5, unless you have an Xbox library that's massive. Then unfortunately you're probably better off getting the Xbox Series X or S. But if you're a PlayStation player or you're new to gaming, PlayStation 5, ladies and gentlemen. PlayStation 5.